Hey all, I'm going to show how to build an elevator in DromEd. What I have here is a 7x7 brush with a great texture inside for fitting our elevator into the floor. And I'm going to pick an elevator object from the object hierarchy. Under physical, we go to terrain like, we go to lift, Vader, elevator platform. Let's create that, and it's going to put an elevator here. I need to put it in the correct position, so 270 degrees, and kind of place it like that in the hole. Now this won't be the final position for the elevator. What we need is two markers for the elevator to go in between. These markers are going to be under F node, marker, terrain point. I'm going to create the terrain point for the starting position of the elevator. Now what I want to do is put this in the right position, so I'm going to put it at, let's say, -8, and y-axis 0, x-axis 74.5. Alright, now what I need to do is create another terrain point. So I'm going to clone that one, and I'm going to move this one up to 0 or maybe 0.5. And now we have two terrain points, and the elevator is going to go up and down between these two terrain points. Okay, so next let's add some elevator buttons. I'm going to select Gizmo, Switches, Buttons, Elevator button. Create that. Make it facing 270 degrees, just like the elevator. Put it on the wall right here. Clone that one, move it up so we have two. And now we need to move these to the top. So I'm going to clone them and put some up here. So now we have two buttons at the bottom, two buttons at the top. Okay. To make this elevator move up and down, what we're going to need is to get the object IDs of these terrain points. So that one's 5 and 6. And now that we know those, we select the elevator button, the elevator platform, and use a new link called tPathInit, and put that to 5, which is the bottom terrain point. So that's going to tell us that the elevator platform is going to start at the bottom. And now we need to link the two together. So we add another link called tPath from 5 to 6. That's going to link those two terrain points together. And then we need to do it in reverse. So 5 is linked to 6 and 6 is linked to 5. So now that they're linked both ways with tPath, we select that and we change the speed. So let's do 5 for going one way and 5 for going the other way. So that tells us that the elevator is going to go back and forth at a 5 speed, and you can adjust that accordingly. Okay, so now we need to make these buttons control the elevator. So select the bottom button and add a new link with control device and link that button to the bottom terrain point, 5. Okay, now select the top button and link that to the top terrain point with control device. And then we do the same thing for the buttons on the top. Link, control device, 5, link, add, control device, 6. Okay. Make sure pathfinding and rooms and all is up to date. And now when we go in, elevator goes up and down. Okay. So that works. Now, we probably want to fix this wall to make it look like the elevator is connected to the wall. So what I'm going to do is copy this brush, or clone it, and make a small little extension of it. So let's make this about 0.5 in depth and move that out from the wall. And we'll do width about 3. And now we have a copy of it. Let's move it down a bit, maybe make it 18 high. Right there. It's fill solid, so if we optimize, now it sticks out from the wall. And we need the right textures for that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the mine texture family and add this little M elevator texture here. And that's going to kind of look nice for our elevator to go up and down on. What I can do is highlight this side and align to the choose a line extension and kind of adjust the dimensions of the texture to fit it on the wall. And now it's going to kind of sit on the wall with that texture. So if we view it with the lighting, we have a nice little wall extension with the elevator to go up and down on. And I covered up my buttons, so I need to kind of move those out. So what I'm going to do is highlight these, move it out, and go back in the game. Okay, now we have the buttons, and we have something that it looks like the elevator is connected to. And that's all.